Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to use a Woolly Hugs bubble cotton to make a Christmas flower table runner or just a small single doily. For the table runner that I'm making today, I'll use 10 of these stars or Christmas flowers. That's why I chose a yarn with a red to dark red color gradient. This is color 04 of my Woolly Hugs bubble cotton. And it comes with a length of 800 meters per 200 grams. It consists of 50% cotton and 50% polyacrylic. Also, I'm using a crochet hook size 3 from Addi. That is a UK 11 or a US 3. Usually for such a cloth you would use the 3.5 or even 4, so a little bit bigger. But for this Christmas flower I wanted the pattern to be a little tighter, so I used the 3. One of the bubble cottons will last you for 10 of these stars here. So let's start and see how it's done. As always, you find the number of the row I'm currently in right here in the top right corner. In case you want to repeat a step or rewind this video, you'll always know where I'm currently at. To begin our work, we now make a loop. So I take the end of my yarn and go under the end that comes out of my bubble cotton. Hold on to that crossing and then insert your hook and pull the yarn through. As a replacement for our first double crochet, I now chain 3. Then we chain 2 more. And then crochet into the ring around both threads a double crochet. Chain another 2 and another double crochet. Chain 2 and a double crochet. You repeat these 2 steps until you have a total of 12 double crochets, including the 3 chain stitches from the beginning. They count as 1 double crochet. We just did them to replace the first one and get the wanted height. So all in all we need 12 double crochets, always separated by 2 chain stitches. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Chain another 2, and now I pull this end of our loop here tight, so that the loop closes to a tight ring. Next, we insert into the 3rd chain stitch from our beginning, 1, 2, 3, and do a slip stitch to close around. With that, our first row is finished, and we can start row 2. We now chain 2 for the height, and then into the stitch where we started our chain stitch, so this one here, we also crochet a double crochet. That way we have a tiny cluster. We again chain 2, and then into the following double crochet we crochet 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Next, we again do a cluster by working 2 double crochets casted off together. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull the yarn through, Then get the yarn again and pull it through 2 loops. And now the second double crochet. We yarn over again, insert and pull the yarn through, then pull the yarn through 2 loops, and at the end we pull it through all 3 remaining loops. You can see it's the same as the one at the beginning, only that I started the first one with 2 chain stitches. Now we again chain 2 and crochet 3 double crochets into the next one. So in turns we crochet into the double crochets from our first row either 3 double crochets or a cluster of 2 double crochets casted off together, all separated by 2 chain stitches. A cluster out of 2 double crochets casted off together, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. Like I said, we do that in turns. Chain 2, a cluster, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Because our Christmas flower will have 6 petals, we repeat all this here 6 times. Three double crochets, chain 2, a cluster, chain 2, and we end with 3 double crochets into the last double crochet from row 1. Then we chain 2 and close the round with a slip stitch. Alright, let's continue with row 3. Chain 2 for the height, and then again crochet a double crochet into that same stitch. We chain another 2 stitches, and then crochet 2 double crochets into the first double crochet here. One double crochet into the middle one, and another 2 double crochets into the last one of the 3. That way, we now have 5 double crochets on top of the previous 3. Chain 2, and then we do another cluster onto the cluster from our previous row. Insert, pull the yarn through, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, insert, pull through 2 loops, and then through all remaining 3. Chain another 2 stitches, and then we again do 5 double crochets onto the 3 from before. So 2 double crochets into the first, one into the middle one, and another 2 into the last one. Chain another 2 and continue with the cluster. And now you just repeat that until the end of the round. Alright, I'm about to close the round. I just did 2 chain stitches, and now I insert into that first cluster here to close with a slip stitch. Next is row number 4. We again chain 2 for the height and do a double crochet into the same stitch we started with. Then we chain another 2 stitches. Now we reach the 5 double crochets from our previous row. We do as follows. We crochet 2 double crochets into the first one, one double crochet into the second, and then into the third we crochet 1 double crochet, a chain stitch and another double crochet. Into the fourth we again crochet only 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets into the fifth. So altogether I now have 8 double crochets and 1 chain stitch in the middle. 4 double crochets, a chain stitch and 4 more double crochets. Chain 2, then another cluster onto the cluster, just as before. Again chain 2, and again 2 double crochets into the first one, one double crochet into the second. Into the third we crochet 1 double crochet, a chain stitch and another double crochet. Into the fourth we again crochet only 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets into the fifth. Chain 2 and a cluster. And just like that you repeat all stitches till the end of the round. At the end of round 4 we chain our 2 stitches and then close with a slip stitch into the cluster. On to row 5. Row 5 starts just the same with 2 chain stitches and a double crochet into the same stitch. Then chain 3. It's 3 now instead of 2. And still into that same stitch we now crochet another cluster of 2 double crochets casted off together. Then we chain 2. And now into the first and second double crochet we crochet 2 double crochets casted off together. Yarn over, insert in first, pull through, get the yarn and pull through 2 loops. Then we yarn over again and insert into the second, pull the yarn through and pull through 2 loops, and then cast off the remaining 3. We now casted off the first and the second double crochet together. Into the third we do a double crochet, same into the fourth, and around the chain stitch we now again crochet a double crochet, a chain stitch and another double crochet. Into the first of the 4 following double crochets we now work 1 double crochet. Same into the second, and the last 2 we again cast off together. Yarn over, insert into the first, pull through, then pull through 2 loops, yarn over again and insert into the second, pull the yarn through, pull through 2 loops, and then cast off the remaining 3. It's kind of the same for these last 2 as for the cluster here. Now we chain 2, And then into the cluster we again crochet a cluster out of 2 double crochets, cast it off together, then 3 chain stitches, and into that same stitch another cluster. Chain 2, cast off the first 2 double crochets together, one double crochet each into the third and fourth one, around a chain stitch we again crochet a double crochet, a chain stitch and another double crochet, then one double crochet each into the following 2, and cast off the last 2 double crochets together. So just like one of our clusters, just with 2 different stitches to insert. And then we chain 2, a cluster, 3 chain stitches and another cluster into that one cluster here. And like that, we continue all the way around and meet again in part 2 of this tutorial for the end of row 5.